In listening to him in his conversations, do you get the impression that there's a possibility he might make use of the bomb that he has strapped to his chest?
Unfortunately, I think it is possible that he can use the bomb, but as long as he keeps talking, as long as I can keep the communication between him and the police going, I hope we can end this in a peaceful manner.
Toss and turn and dreams of murder. Someone's killing me, it changes. There's nights I'm on the killer's spree.
It's the thought of a ride that make my eyes wide. I'm caught up, I'm trying to make all of my dreams materialize. So I sorta say my goodbyes to the straight and narrow. I found the new route, you about to see my life change. I make the means justify the ends. I make the cream materialize, keys to a Benz. And so I'm rolling for now, holding down the fort. Who's controlling? The ground's gotta blow them. Yup, I should've told them. My first felony's approaching. Cop my first key, took a freeze, now I'm frozen. I bought a black Mac, I'm out of control, losing bankrolls on blackjack. You gotta know it always crossed my mind at best. Be tapping the lines like Gregory Hines. Still on the phone discussing my fears like it can never be mine. I know the price, know the risk, know the wrongs and the right. Still my blood flows ice, it's just my life.
What's the meaning? What's the meaning of life?
Somebody's gonna take cover over my shoulder.
These work, and you know what they can do.
At this point, the situation seems to be quite diffused, as there have been no gunshots from the roof for quite some time. The police negotiators are continuing to have talks with the gunman, and they expect that those talks will go on for quite some time. Richard, this is a situation right now. The police are negotiating still with Jimmy Gerald for the release of Suzanne Cassidy. I have with me now Dr. Bill Swanson, who is the police department sociologist. Dr. Swanson, can you give us an idea of what Jimmy Gerald's mental state is at this point?
Well, he's obviously very, very agitated, but he is at least talking to the police negotiators. And as long as he continues to talk, we have a good chance of doing something positive with this situation.
The authorities, her boyfriend and I actually called campus police, and we talked to people, and they said they couldn't do anything unless he proved himself to be violent. Did he ever actually do anything violent? He proved himself to be violent a couple of times. I mean, he's a maniac. He took her by force, and he's got her up on the roof.
What is your name, sir?
Brian Lapino. I'm a boyfriend. He's been following around for months now. We try to tell her a bunch of different things. He never listens. I've reported him to the campus police. They didn't do anything. His teachers, they didn't do anything. I threatened to beat him up myself.
Anything. How long ago did you talk to him, Brian?
I don't know, a week, 2 weeks ago.
And did he indicate that he'd do anything like this?
You can't tell what he's going to do. He didn't say. He was always so quiet. You didn't know what he's going to do, but now he's going to do it. He's a maniac.
What type of student is Jimmy Gerald?
A very bright student. The brightest student I've ever had at the university.
Why wasn't he given more help when he sought counseling?
Well, I had counseled with him, particularly about his tendency to turn within himself and not associate with other people. But there's a certain amount of eccentricity that goes with genius, and you learn to expect that. Nobody dreamed he was close to the edge.